Hey everyone, it's Kate from Designers Kit Co. Thank you so much for purchasing our Project Management Hub spreadsheet. In this video, I'll walk you through how to set it up and how to make the most of each section, from your initial project setup to detailed task management, budgeting, scheduling, and insightful dashboards. We'll be using Google Sheets for this demo, but everything works the same way if you're using Microsoft Excel. Quick note, if you purchased a standalone module or only specific tabs from our shop, please look for your tab names in the chapters below to jump directly to the correct tutorial segment. The full all-in-one bundle is linked in the video description for anyone looking to upgrade. This spreadsheet is designed to streamline your workflow, keep your projects organized, and help your team collaborate more efficiently. Let's start from the very first tab, the README page. The README page is your quick start guide. It walks you through everything you need to know before using the spreadsheet, including how to create your own editable copy and how each section is structured. Some cells are shaded to protect built-in formulas, while any cell with a clean white background is fully editable. Once you've reviewed this page, you are ready to move on to the setup. For more detailed instructions on editing and customization, refer to the Quick Start Guide and frequently asked questions included with your purchase. Setup. Before we start using the main features, the first thing we need to do is complete the setup. Think of this as the brain of your spreadsheet. In the first column, you'll list the different project names you're working on. Next, you'll add your project members, followed by the different statuses you'll use to update your tasks. Now let's look at the key section. This is where the sheet becomes more visual. For example, I'll add a postponed key here. To give it an icon, just click Insert, Image, Image in Cell, and choose any icon you like. This makes it much easier to visually distinguish tasks later on. Finally, fill in your months, years, and note types for the Notes tab. Once the setup is complete, we can move into the dashboard. This is your main overview area where you can quickly check project performance without opening every tab one by one. On the left side, you can use the filters to narrow the dashboard by start date, member, or task type. For example, you can leave the member filter set to all for a full team overview, or select one person to focus only on their workload. Across the top, the summary card shows your key numbers. You can see total projects, high priority projects, tasks completed, projects completed, overdue tasks, upcoming deadlines, active members, average tasks per member, and the top contributor. In this example, the dashboard shows 4 total projects, 27 completed tasks, 61 overdue tasks, and Tony Glue as the top contributor. The charts below give you a visual breakdown of the work. Recent task activity shows task updates by date, while statuses breakdown shows how tasks are divided between pending, ongoing, not started, delayed, and completed. The overall progress chart gives you the big picture completion rate, which is currently around 30%. You can also check team performance using tasks completed by member and assigned tasks per person. These charts help you see who is completing the most tasks and whether the workload is balanced across the team. For example, you can quickly compare members like Tony Glue, Jenna Heels, Peter Fork, and Stacy Fireman. For planning, the tasks by priority chart shows how tasks are spread across priority levels, while projects progress in days and project timeline progress % help you compare progress across different projects, such as the marketing campaign, mobile app development, website redesign, and product development. At the bottom, you'll find the action sections. The to-do list is for quick reminders, like finishing reports, preparing slides, or updating the Gantt chart. The announcements section is for team-wide updates, such as meeting reminders or office notices. Then needs urgent attention is where you can list important issues, approvals, deadlines, or anything that needs immediate focus. Overall, the dashboard brings your project data into one place. It helps you monitor progress, spot delays, review priorities, track workload, and keep the whole team aligned. Project timeline. After reviewing the dashboard, let's go into the project timeline. This is the core planning area of the spreadsheet. where you can break each project into tasks and subtasks. At the top, you'll see today's date, which the sheet uses to calculate timing automatically. In this example, we're looking at the website redesign project. The project is divided into main tasks like planning, design, and development, and each one can be broken down into smaller subtasks like kickoff meeting, requirement notes, homepage mockup, and front-end build. For each row, you can assign a team member, add a start date, and set a deadline. From there, the sheet calculates the project duration, days passed from the start date, days left to the deadline, and timeline progress. It also flags items as done or overdue, so you can quickly see what's on track and what needs attention. You can also update each task's status, set its priority, and check whether it is important or urgent. These details connect with other tabs, like the Kanban board and decision matrix, so your tasks stay organized across the whole spreadsheet. On the right side, the plan schedule gives you a date-by-date planning space. You can use the light-shaded areas to add smaller notes, mini tasks, or reminders for each task. Overall, this tab gives you a detailed project plan while letting the spreadsheet handle the timeline calculations for you. To view the project schedule in a more visual format, we can move to the Gantt chart. This tab turns your task dates into a clear timeline so you can see the full project flow from start to finish. At the top, you'll see the project summary, including the project ID, project name, project manager, status, start date, end date, and completion percentage. In this example, we're looking at the mobile app development project managed by Stacy Fireman with a status of completed and 20% project completion. You can also see the task counter showing 1 out of tasks completed. On the left side, the table lists each main task and subtask, along with its priority, assignee, start date, end date, and duration. For example, tasks like market research and design site are broken down into smaller subtasks, such as gather data, market segmentation, create site architecture, and design the site's UI. On the right side, those dates automatically appear as colored bars across the calendar. This makes it easy to see when each task starts, how long it runs, and where tasks overlap across July to September. You can also quickly spot completed or inactive items because they appear faded or crossed out. Overall, the Gantt chart is useful for tracking deadlines, checking task overlap, managing team responsibilities, and seeing the project timeline at a glance. Project budget. Once the timeline is planned, the next step is managing the money behind the project. This section is the project budget, where you can monitor all project costs in one place. At the top, you can select the project you want to review. In this example, we're looking at the marketing campaign with its start date, end date, total budget, expenses, and progress shown in one quick summary. Here, the budget is $200, while expenses are already at $535, so you can instantly see that the project has gone over budget. Below that, the sheet breaks costs down by project phase, such as project initiation, finalization, back-end development, and front-end development. Each task includes its status, dates, labor, materials, and fixed costs, so the budget stays connected to the actual project work. You can enter labor hours and hourly rates, material units and prices, plus fixed costs like travel, equipment, and miscellaneous expenses. The sheet calculates the totals automatically. At the top, the charts give you a quick visual summary showing budget versus expenses, spending by project phase, and cost breakdown by category. This makes it easy to see where the money is going and which parts of the project are using the biggest share of the budget. After reviewing the budget, let's switch to a task-focused view with the project Kanban board. This section gives you a simple visual way to track where each task currently stands. At the top, you can use the Select Project drop-down to view all tasks or focus on one specific project. Once selected, the board automatically organizes tasks into status columns: completed, ongoing, delayed, pending, and not started. Each card shows the task name, due date, and assigned team member. For example, under completed, you might see tasks like kickoff meeting or requirement notes. Under Delayed, you can quickly spot items like product page mockup or market segmentation, while Pending and Not Started show what still needs to be worked on. The color-coded columns make the workflow easy to scan at a glance. This helps you see what's finished, what's currently moving, what's delayed, and what still hasn't started. Overall, the Kanban board is useful for daily task check-ins, team updates, and keeping everyone clear on what needs attention next. Decision matrix. Now that we've looked at the task status, let's prioritize those tasks using the decision matrix. This section helps you organize tasks by importance and urgency, so you know what to focus on first. At the top, you can choose the year and month, then filter by project or assignee. In this example, we're viewing the mobile app development project for July 2025. You can also use the checkbox to show only incomplete tasks, which is helpful when you want to focus on what still needs action. On the left, there's a quick visual guide showing how tasks are sorted. Urgent and important tasks go to do first. Important but not urgent tasks go to schedule. Urgent but less important tasks go to delegate. And tasks that are neither urgent nor important go to don't do. The main table lists each task with its assignee, due date, importance, urgency, and final quadrant. The sheet then automatically places each task into the correct category. Each quadrant also has its own total, done, pending count, and progress chart. For example, Do First has 2 pending tasks, Schedule has 7 total tasks, Delegate is 60% complete, and Don't Do is also 60% complete. Overall, this tab helps you quickly decide what needs immediate attention, what should be planned for later, what can be handed off, and what should be removed from your workload. Daily tasks. Once priorities are clear, we can move into daily execution with the daily tasks sheet. This is where you plan and monitor everything that needs to be done for a specific day. At the top, you'll see today's date, so the sheet is focused on one daily schedule. On the left, you can list each activity, choose the task type or icon, and enter the time in, time out, and total hours. For example, you can add items like morning meeting, staffing, sell the new product, or create and design the sheets. Each task also has a status drop-down, such as planned, in progress, complete, or for review. These statuses make it easy to track what has already been done, what is currently active, and what still needs checking. On the right side, the daily task Kanban board automatically organizes the tasks by status. Planned tasks appear under planned, active tasks move to in progress, review items go under for review, and finished tasks appear under complete. Overall, this tab gives you both a detailed daily schedule and a quick visual board, helping you manage your time, track progress throughout the day, and stay focused on what needs to be done next. Weekly schedule. After managing your daily tasks, let's zoom out a little and look at the weekly schedule. This is where you can plan your full week in a time-blocked view. At the top, you can set your time intervals, choose when the week starts, and view today's date and current time. In this example, the schedule is set to 15-minute intervals, starting on September 1st, 2025, so each day is broken down into smaller planning blocks. The top section shows your upcoming schedule, which highlights the next tasks coming up across the week. For example, you can quickly see items like staffing, final resource plan, client call, update project dashboard, and team brainstorming session. Below that, each day of the week has its own schedule column from Monday through Sunday. You can add tasks into specific time slots, use the status drop-downs, and check items off once they're complete. When a task is checked, it appears crossed out, making it easy to see what's already finished. On the right side, you also have a top 3 goals section for the week, such as completing the project initiation phase, finalizing the resource plan, or preparing a client presentation. Under that, the priority list helps you track important tasks separately, with icons and statuses like new task, in progress, deadline, done, or cancelled. Overall, the weekly schedule gives you a clear view of your week, your upcoming tasks, your top priorities, and your completed work all in one place. Monthly planner. From there, We can zoom out even further with the monthly planner. This tab gives you a full month view, so you can plan deadlines, meetings, and priorities in one place. At the top, you can choose the year, the month, and which day the week starts on. In this example, the planner is set to September 2025, with the week starting on Monday, so the calendar automatically lays out the month from there. Each day has its own task box where you can add items and check them off as they're completed. For example, you can list tasks like review project plan, create draft wireframes, client feedback call, or product release. Once a task is checked, it appears crossed out, making it easy to see what's already done. On the right side, you'll also find a top 3 goals section for the month, such as completing the website redesign launch, preparing the marketing campaign, or finalizing hiring. Below that, the priority list helps you keep track of important items by status, like new tasks, in progress tasks, deadlines, meetings, done items, or cancelled tasks. Overall, the monthly planner gives you a big picture view of the month while still keeping your goals and priority tasks visible. A helpful tip: if you want to keep your data for every month, just right-click the tab, select duplicate, and rename the copy for each month. Notes and conclusion. Finally, we have the Notes tab. This is a free-form section where you can type your notes, choose the category from the drop-down created in the setup, and add deadlines or extra details. And that's it. As you update each section, your charts and summaries will update automatically. You now have a complete system for managing projects, tasks, budgets, schedules, and team updates in one place. This template is designed to help you stay organized and manage your work more smoothly. If you found this helpful, don't forget to check out our other products at our shop, link below in the comments. Happy project managing and enjoy using your new sheet.